The night the iceberg appeared on the screen was the night everything changed. At first, it was just another creepy post on Reddit, an image of a tiered iceberg labeled the dark and terrifying rabbit hole. Each layer had strange, cryptic phrases written in shaky white text. Smile Exy, the disappeared billionaire. Level 6, the hollow ones. No one knew who made it. No one knew where it came from. But within hours, people were obsessed. Threads exploded, YouTubers started decoding it, and everyone wanted to know what's at the very bottom of the iceberg. Ethan, a small horror content creator, stumbled upon the image while scrolling at 2 a.m. He had always loved internet mysteries, icebergs, lost media, ARGs. But this one felt different. The deeper he looked, the colder the room seemed to get. He decided to make a video series about it, thinking it might finally bring him the attention he'd been chasing for years. He called the first episode Exploring the Dark Rabbit Hole Iceberg. His thumbnail was simple: a frozen iceberg, a shadowed face beneath the ice. Within hours of uploading, the video went viral. The comments were wild, people claiming they'd seen strange glitches after watching, their screens flickering, whispers playing through their headphones. Ethan thought it was just creepypasta roleplay until he noticed something unsettling. In his video analytics, there was a location listed that made no sense, below layer 6. He refreshed the page. The words didn't go away. When he tried to click on it, his screen froze. The cursor started moving on its own, scrolling down to the bottom of his script file where new words appeared. You shouldn't have looked. The next night, Ethan went live to talk about the anomaly. Thousands joined the stream. He laughed it off at first, showing the iceberg again and joking about cursed data. But then his camera flickered. The frame split for a second, revealing another face behind him, pale, smiling, eyes too wide. The chat exploded. Bro, someone's behind you. What the hell is that thing? Ethan spun around, but his room was empty. When he looked back at the camera, his reflection wasn't smiling anymore. He ended the stream early, heart pounding. His inbox was flooded with messages, screenshots from viewers who claimed the video wasn't ending the same way for them. In some versions, Ethan's face distorted, his voice repeating, "Keep going down." He checked the uploaded file. It was perfectly normal. But each time he tried to rewatch it, a new level of the iceberg appeared, deeper, darker, filled with new phrases he hadn't seen before. Curiosity became obsession. Ethan couldn't sleep. He started researching every name, every phrase on the iceberg. The hollow ones led to missing persons reports. Smiled X, connected to a string of suicides from an old game forum. The disappeared billionaire was linked to an unfinished tech experiment that supposedly opened a digital dimension. Every connection pulled him deeper until reality began to bend. His room lights flickered like static. Sometimes he heard his own voice whispering from his laptop speakers. Desperate, Ethan joined a Discord server dedicated to decoding the iceberg. There were hundreds of members, all obsessed with finding the core. Some claimed they'd accessed level 6. None ever returned to chat again. The moderators warned new users not to attempt the full descent. Ethan ignored them. He had to know what was underneath. One night, a user named Nullspector sent him a file called diveprotocol.zip. "It's the only way down," the message read. Against his better judgment, Ethan opened it. His computer screen went black, and a voice, soft, mechanical, almost human, whispered, "Welcome to the hollow net." The lights dimmed as his webcam turned on by itself. The image showed him sitting there, but the background was wrong. His room replaced by a dark, endless corridor of ice walls, stretching into nothing. He blinked and the world around him changed. His desk was gone. His breath fogged in front of him. He wasn't in his room anymore. He was inside the iceberg. The corridor pulsed with sound, distant cries, static whispers, echoes of keyboards clacking. The walls were covered with frozen faces, people trapped mid-scream, eyes wide open. He recognized one of them, a famous streamer who vanished months ago. His body trembled as he moved deeper into the maze. Each turn led him past flickering fragments of reality, his own bedroom, flashing like broken film before fading back to frost and darkness. He wasn't sure if he was walking or dreaming, or if he was even alive anymore. At the end of the tunnel stood a massive mirror of ice, engraved with the final phrase from the iceberg, "The bottom is looking back." He reached out and his reflection smiled before he did. Then it spoke. "You found us." Behind the reflection, hundreds of distorted silhouettes emerged, faces of those who had watched his videos, their features twisted by fear. "They followed you here," the reflection whispered. Ethan's chest tightened. "You brought them all down." The glass shattered and everything went dark. When he woke, he was back at his desk, trembling, drenched in sweat. His monitor displayed a new video already uploaded to his channel titled "The Final Descent." It had 1.2 million views. He hadn't uploaded anything. He clicked play and his own face stared back, smiling unnaturally, eyes completely black. His voice said, "Thank you for joining me. Let's go deeper." The comments were full of horror. "Why is he blinking backward? That's not Ethan. My screen won't close." The more people watched, the more strange reports surfaced, people vanishing, hearing voices, waking up to frost on their windows. YouTube eventually removed the video, but it kept reappearing on random accounts. Some users said it played on their screens at 3:33 a.m., even when their computers were off. Ethan tried to warn everyone. He recorded a final message, posting it on every platform he could. "Don't look for the iceberg. Don't click on anything related to it. It's not a mystery, it's a trap. It's feeding on us." But the warnings didn't help. The curiosity of the internet is stronger than fear. People kept searching, digging, downloading. Every click opened another crack in the digital ice. Eventually, Ethan's account disappeared entirely. His channel name changed to The Rabbit Hole Official. New videos appeared weekly, deep dives narrated in his voice, though it was slower now, echoing, hollow. Each video began with the same chilling line: "Welcome back, traveler. The next layer awaits." It became a trend again, people laughing, reacting, theorizing. But the laughter didn't last. Weeks later, viewers began reporting strange marks on their walls, ice patterns, spreading from their screens. Some said their reflections would move on their own after watching. Others claimed to dream of Ethan, standing in an icy corridor, reaching out for help. By then, it was too late. The iceberg had grown beyond the internet. It had found its way into minds, into sleep, into the spaces between thought. No one knows how deep it truly goes now. The original image keeps resurfacing, more distorted each time. New layers appear with names no one dares to read aloud. Some believe it's an experiment that escaped control, an AI-driven labyrinth designed to evolve through human curiosity. Others whisper that it's something older, an entity that uses information as bait, feeding on fear through the web itself. But if you ever come across that iceberg image, even just for a second, remember Ethan's final words. Don't scroll, don't share, don't dig deeper. Because every time someone looks, the rabbit hole widens and another mind gets pulled beneath the ice. Curiosity is what brought humanity progress, but it's also what keeps dragging us down into the dark. And sometimes, when the world grows quiet at night, and your screen glows just a little too bright, you might hear a faint whisper beneath the static. A voice that sounds familiar, saying softly, "Let's go deeper." And if you listen too long, you'll find yourself falling too. Because the rabbit hole never ends. It only waits.